Quietly storming through the middle is Ewels, untouched.
Up very quietly all game, Charlie Ewels has been immense.
And once more, Charlie Ewels bursting his way through, and he'll take some stopping.
This is the club that I've been associated with since I was 14 years old. I don't believe that just playing games on its own is an achievement, but it's a time to probably look back at the highs and the lows along the way, some of the achievements that there have been. And I've got friends that have retired now, and they'll say at the end of their career, then you look back, but you know, why can't you enjoy the journey while you're on it? So sometimes these milestones along the way are a good spot to just actually say, have a reflection of what's been, and then keep pushing on to what's hopefully to come. There's been big games at Twickenham, there's been the clashes at Twickenham, there's been some European games away from home against top opposition and world-class players that you go out and get the result. So those are the ones that probably stick in the memory. There's been periods where it's not been how you want it to be, and it's not been what we've wanted it to be and what this club deserves and what the fans of this club deserve. But again, you appreciate when things are going well. It also keeps you more grounded when things are going well as well, that you know, you've been through, you know what it feels like when it's not good, and then so when it is good, it's like, yeah, you've got to enjoy it. You've got to enjoy the wins. You've got to enjoy the weeks as they go. But also, you've got to know that, like, you know, sport is cyclical, and actually, you want to keep those good times going for as long as you possibly can.
Dave Cissy has been replaced by Charlie Ewels, who's going to make his club debut now. And there's an early touch for Charlie Ewels, the 19-year-old.
So I remember we'd had a bit of a back row injury crisis. I was needed to sit on the bench against Glasgow, and we were down actually by quite a few points, so I got on for the last 10 minutes, and I just remember the speed and intensity of it all being such a new experience to me. I think someone else then, even another back row, took a knock in that game, and then the next week I actually started at home against Toulouse. My opposite man was Louis Picamoles, someone I'd grown up watching and admiring, and their back row that day was Louis Picamoles, Dusautoir and Harry Nordicki, and our back row was me at 8, Dom Day at 6 and Dave Cissy at 7. So we lost the game by 2 points. Like, we nearly had a penalty in the last play, and I never really appreciated it at the time, but now when I look back, it was such an incredible way to start my journey with this club. The thing that's probably remained exactly the same as the day that I first stepped in the club is the thing that you value the most is the opinion of your teammates and the friendships that you have in the changing room, and the sense of humour, and whether the good times, the bad times, you're all together, you're all going through the same thing, and that's something that is, again, I hold very dear. There's been loads of guys along the way. There's been guys from all around the world. I think that's the other beauty of rugby, that you get to meet and experience all these cultures. Even last weekend, catching up with Rocco at the Rec and learning from him and understanding Fijian culture, and the South Africans that are here at the moment, getting to know and learn from them. We've had Argentinians, we've had Samoans, we've had Tongans, we've had Italians, French, we've had all these people from all around the world that you get to meet and get to talk to and get to learn about their life and their culture. That's something, again, that I think is quite unique to rugby. It's been a long time since I've played in this competition, and they've got some unbelievable players. They've got some guys in that Ireland team who, up until late stages of the World Cup, have been the #1 team in the world for a very long period of time. So we get to see where we're at, I get to see where I'm at and test myself against some world-class players. It's a really special competition. It's the one that everybody wants to win. Everybody in the league knows and understands each other because you've played against them week in, week out for however many years you've been in the league. But sometimes you only get to play a European opposition once. There'll be guys that are into their 30s that are playing Ulster for the first time in their career. You get to go against the best teams in Europe. You get to go against big name internationals from other countries, teams that play different styles, play in a different way, and you get to test yourself in the top competition against them. The fact that it's at home is really nice. It gives me the opportunity to see my family, all the people that are close to me and mean a lot to me and stuff can be there. And I can say thank you to the people whose support I'm extremely grateful for, and that have been there, as I say, through the highs and the lows for the last 149 games.